schedule. Thanks for joining us. I am Aminat Ilegushi. The federal government is set to begin single-digit tax regime to reduce the burden of multiple taxation on Nigerians. Chairman, Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, who disclosed this, explained that all taxes would be cut down to single digits when the ongoing reforms are concluded. He noted that his committee has put a framework in place to enhance cooperation between tax authorities and state in terms of data, tax intelligence, and capacity building. A single-digit tax system allows less than 10 taxes to be paid by citizens or businesses within a period of time. Recall that on his X account on Monday, Oyedele said the federal government will reduce the overall tax burden on Nigerians while still ensuring that enough revenue is generated in the country. He says the reforms by the government will benefit small and large businesses as there will be a harmonized single levy at a reduced rate. Federal lawmakers have called for inclusion of local contractors in Nigeria's construction industry towards boosting national development. The lawmakers from a joint committee on works of both chambers of the National Assembly made the call in Abuja during Local Contractors Summit. They emphasized the importance of empowering indigenous contractors, stressing that the indigenous contractors have not been given enough opportunities over the years in the nation's infrastructural sector. Chairman, Senate Committee on Works, Barinada Mimbiki, highlighted the challenges local contractors face, including limited financing, inadequate equipment, and insecurity, while the Chairman, House Committee on Works, Akin Alabi, stressed the need for partnership, prioritizing local contractors. Nigeria Society of Engineers President Margaret Oguntola emphasized collaboration among stakeholders and adherence to Executive Order 5, which promotes local content. The summit, with its theme Empowering Local Contractors for National Development, Bridging Gaps and Building Partnership, is aimed at addressing challenges, explore solutions, and deepen collaborations between indigenous contractors, construction companies, and policymakers. World leaders, as well as all delegates from 200 countries, are in Azerbaijan for the United Nations Conference of Parties COP29. At the opening session, United Nations Climate Chief Simon Steele says a new global climate finance goal must be achieved in order to reform the global financial system. We have details with Bukola Taylor-Cole.
The United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP29, has commenced in Baku, Azerbaijan. Now, COP29 presents an unprecedented opportunity to unite diverse voices, foster collaboration, and drive meaningful, lasting change for a healthier and more sustainable world. COP29 brings together leaders from all over the world, business executives and non-state actors to advance concrete solutions to the defining issue of our time, climate change.
We are what we do.
A key focus of COP29 is finance, as trillions of dollars are required for countries to drastically reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect lives and livelihood from the worsening impacts of climate change. At this opening ceremony, the Executive Secretary of UN Climate Change, Simon Steele, says an ambitious new climate finance goal is entirely in the self-interest of every nation.
We must work harder to reform the global financial system, giving countries the fiscal space they so desperately need. And here in Baku, we must get international carbon markets up and running by finalizing Article 6. We need to move on mitigation so targets from Dubai are realized. We mustn't let 1.5 slip out of reach. And even as temperatures rise, the implementation of our agreements must claw them back. Clean energy and infrastructure investment will reach $2 trillion in 2024, almost twice that of fossil fuels.
As we mobilize climate finance, we allow for higher ambitions. And as we signal together higher ambition, we build trust to unlock greater financial commitments. Dear colleagues, to enable action, the COP29 presidency's top priority is to agree a fair and ambitious new collective quantified goal on climate finance. This must be effective and adequate to the scale and urgency of the problem. It must address the needs and priorities of developing countries.
Delegates from Lagos and Nigeria are here in Baku to advance their climate change agenda, and they have high expectations.
Participation and presence of Lagos at COP29 shows our commitment to Lagos, to the global climate change action and carbon reduction plan. And we hope that we'll be able to push discussions around climate finance for our climate adaptation and resilience plan. We also hope that we will get partnership and support for the Lagos Carbon Registry and glean knowledge and experience from people who've played in this market.
Countries from all over the world are expected to signal their intent to set more emissions reduction targets, strengthening their actions on adaptation and demonstrate progress on previous pledges.
Let positivity prevail and let it power the process. Let actions speak louder than words. Let results outlast the rhetoric. And remember, we are what we do, not what we say.
The conference will also be a key moment for countries to present their updated national climate action plans under the Paris Agreement, which are due by early 2025. From Baku, Azerbaijan, I am Bukola Taylor-Cole, reporting for Lagos Television.
And that's the end of the news at this hour. For more stories, connect with Lagos Television on our various social media platforms. Please remember to call the Lagos State toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. I am Amina at Ilegushi. See you again at 2 p.m.